to try to cut us off, but you know what? I'm right back to remind y'all. I said it before, I say it again. For those who didn't hear the last live chat when we got it cut off, look, a lot of things men are looking for from a woman and calling it a lack of submission if she doesn't get it is really a lack of safety. A woman cannot be both uncertain about you and yet still feel safe with you. And if that woman does not feel safe with you, you're not getting anything submissive out of that woman. We don't even have to go to submission. We can just go to agreeable, respectful. All the things that we like to complain about. Appreciate y'all who are coming back. Yeah, that was nothing but the devil trying to mess up this internet because he didn't want this word to get out. But guess what? We're going to give it out today. And it ain't going to take that long. So context, I was at the gym a couple of hours ago. Guys are having a little round table discussion, if you will, right by the entrance of the locker room, or not the locker room, the bathrooms. Anyway, anytime I come up, they love to get my opinion. I'm glad, but they ain't like this one. And that was that all the stuff they were complaining about modern women not having, modern women not being in terms of not cooking, not cleaning, not being respectful, not watching their tongue, wanting this, that, and the other from a man, and instead of just loving him for his heart. Hey, look, I'm not saying there's no merit to that. But what I am saying is, the thing I always hear missing is the part where a man created safety first. As a man, you cannot look for a woman to be submissive, agreeable, respectful, admire you, trust you, give you benefit of the doubt, let you take the lead. You cannot look for any of that if she is uncertain about you. If you have not first created clarity, if you have not first created a level of understanding for her with a track record to back it up, if you are not aligned, if there's anything in her that's got to second guess what you're saying, what you're about, where you stand, where she stands in your life, what priority she is to you, anything about her that is uncertain about you is going to directly correlate with a lack of safety. And that lack of safety is going to show up in a relationship. You can complain all you want to. You can call them modern women don't do this. Modern women go off at the lip. Modern women, quote unquote, talk back. Look, man, if she feels safe, she ain't doing none of that. Y'all, just fact check me on this. Any woman listening to this, think back to your relationship. When you were not your best self, think back to your relationship. When you talked however you talked to a man, if you ever got a little spicy with him, think back to your relationship whenever you stopped giving him some. Think back, caught an attitude with him, jumped to conclusions, checked his phone. All of these are things that we as men like to complain about, but I've noticed the common denominator. Whereas we like to gaslight and manipulate as if it's you not being submissive, it's really us not creating safety. And safety is a direct byproduct of certainty. Why? Because when a woman is certain, she doesn't have to watch her own back. When a woman is certain, she ain't got to look over her shoulder. When a woman is certain, she ain't got to keep one eye on you. Head on the swivel, she ain't got to do that. Therefore, her stress levels come down. Therefore, her mind is not occupied with survival mode and it's more so occupied with loving you. All the things that men want. I don't have a problem with it. I'm not of the mindset that as a woman, you come in and the relationship is all about you and your happiness. I don't believe that. I just believe that for you to truly be happy, you first have to be safe. And by you being safe and happy, you're going to do everything we want. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'll keep it real with it. Call it selfish. Fine. I'll be selfish, but at least I'm smart. And I've had to smarten up over the years to understand this. And any man who's also smart will agree. A happy and safe woman literally will not tell you no. And I'm not saying that like she ain't got a mind of her own or she's a doormat. She knows you got her best interest at heart. She's certain about you. You're clear. You got a track record. You're consistent. You're aligned. Now, damn it, you want a sandwich at 3 a.m. or you want sex after a long, hard day and you done took your shower and got your hygiene together. She's not telling you no because she's been so rested and at peace of mind the entire day with certainty and safety and comfort with you. Her body, her spirit is going to naturally welcome you because you created what she needs in order to produce that. Women are responsive. So we mirror, reflect, and multiply. The man starts with them. Absolutely, Brandy. I heard that somewhere else recently too. But that's exactly right. Again, fact check me, ladies. If I'm speaking facts, tell me I'm speaking facts. If I'm speaking fiction, tell me I'm speaking fiction. I said that earlier. It stirred up the hornet's nest. They got mad at me. I guess they feel like it's anti-man to say If you want a woman to be any kind of submissive, agreeable, sexual, receptive, kind, all these different things that we like, you better first create the safety for her to do that. And in them, they really insult men because you're making it synonymous with men to not keep women safe. But just think about it. Do you really go to a club, if you even still club? I don't club, but whatever. And feel safe if the place is getting shot out? No. And then you not feeling safe, are you able to have a good time? No. If there's shots going off, don't you do what? You stop what you're doing. You don't care about the music. You ain't eating no chicken wings. You don't want another shot of liquor. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no safety now. The safety has been compromised. You ain't dancing and grooving. You ain't getting your, horny or nothing like that. You ain't thinking about the cute guy over in the corner. You thinking about your safety. You getting close to the exit. And I think a lot of brothers don't realize that's exactly what we create for women. We create shots going off in the club, if you will. We create a fight going on over in the corner, a fire alarm going off, and then say, hey, why ain't you dancing to the music? Why ain't you grooving? Why ain't you smiling and toasting with your girls? Why are you not having a good time? Why you acting all strange? Why you got an attitude? Why you talk to me like that? Why you don't want to have sex tonight? Why you don't want to do those things and freaky things that you was doing in the beginning before I compromise your safety? Why you don't, think about that now. We claim to be so logical and y'all the emotional ones. I don't know what's logical about that. So I felt so secure to safe in my relationship for the longest time, and then all of a sudden he tells me he's not ready, and I bet it changed your whole demeanor. Your entire ability to receive him, to joke around with him, to be vulnerable with him. Certainty is a prerequisite for a woman's safety. Safety is a prerequisite for a woman's submission. I've never seen a woman go to bat against submission in any regard that we want to bring it forth whenever she was first made to feel safe. If a woman doesn't want to submit, and y'all ain't got to believe in that. Some people, oh, that's religious, whatever. But y'all that don't want to submit, I bet if a man made you feel safe, you wouldn't have a problem with it. The problem with submission is you don't want to submit to something that compromises your survival, your well-being. You have to be safe, be open, man. And see, this is the thing a lot of men don't understand until afterwards. I was talking to somebody about this recently, too. You can do things that don't necessarily make her not love you anymore, but change the emotional ecosystem to where now it's not you that she doesn't love. It's the environment she can't exist in. That's why a lot of people, they can fall out of, or maybe they stay loving, but they got to leave a person because the ecosystem is not right. The peace of mind is not there. The safety is not there. The happiness is not there. Can't go to sleep and be at rest. You can't recharge at night. Your mind is totally consumed with what this person is doing or something that you didn't get heard on in that last conversation or argument. And a lot of men don't get this until after the fact because you're so consumed with pride, ego, or you just made this decision real quick and you didn't think it was going to be a big deal. This is what I talked about in the webinar, what your ex really thinks after fumbling you. I put it down here in the comments. This is one of the things that goes through a man's mind because after the relationship ends, there's no more argument to win. There's no more point to prove. There's no more battle, right? So all of that ego and stuff like that had his own judgment clouded, it's not saving him anymore. His ignorance isn't bliss anymore. And he's left with the truth. This is why a lot of y'all get dudes is coming back knocking on that door. And it's not even because they're truly remorseful and genuinely have adjusted their behavior. It's because that guilty conscience is eating at them and they want relief from that. So they'll do the exact same thing soon as the conscience go back to being cool again. But I went through that. The gimmicks, the reasons why he's really spinning the block, I went through that on the master class. What your ex thinks after fumbling you. I literally decoded that and I did it for free. Yes, my programs typically cost thousands of dollars, but this one right here, free. Right now while it's up. If you want access to it, go ahead and click that link. I talked about it. What your ex thinks after fumbling you. It's like an hour long. But moral of the story is this. Fellas, you can't ask a woman for submission. You can't ask a woman for all of the kindness and admiration and respect and all these different things that you have not earned by first creating safety. That's not you having millions of dollars in the bank. That's not you being 6'6". That's not you having 10 inches down there. That's just literally her not having to look over her own shoulder, watch her own back because she knows that you got it. That's it. Safety first, submission, respect, admiration, sexy, all that other stuff come last. And if you do the safety first, all of that's going to be better. Because if she tries to force it beyond her authentic self, you're not going to like it anyway. But those are just my thoughts. I could be totally wrong. But if you agree with me and you feel like something I said was true, hit the share button so we can spread this truth around. Somebody else in your timeline probably needs to hear this too. And again, if you want access to the masterclass, what your ex thinks at the Fumbling You, hit that link right there. It'll take you to an hour more of me dropping gems, and it's absolutely free, but it won't be up for very long.